Hey everyone, it's Katerina again, and for the past couple of days I've been thinking a lot about the concept of opening and closing the heart because I've been having a lot of experiences where I have experienced contraction, closing, tightening in, not letting anything in, and also expansive experiences where my heart feels like it's open and it's flooding in energy and love and joy and enthusiasm. And I've been really interested in this concept for a long time because I notice that whenever I have moments of expansiveness and joy and peace and love, my whole heart and soul and being just feels like it could extend out to the universe. But when I'm tightened in, I just want to stay in my room. I just want to, you know, curl up into the fetal position and not let anything else in. And I'm sure that there's other people out there like me who have had this experience before. So I kind of wanted to shed some light on it today, and hopefully you'll get something out of it. But, what I've discovered really is that the heart is an energy center, and it allows light and energy in just as much as it sends it out. And oftentimes we're triggered through life. We're triggered by past experiences, past memories, past just remembrances of painful hurts and unpleasant things. You're driving down the road, and this is an example that I came across the other day. Then you're driving down the road and you're seeing your ex-girlfriend's car, or somebody's car that looks like your ex-girlfriend's car, and all of a sudden you just close in, you tighten in, and you're just like thinking about thoughts of her and how she cheated on you and all of this painful, horrible, ugly stuff. For me personally, it would be experiences like my sweet boyfriend Paul. He could do something that could remind me of a past boyfriend, and all of a sudden I would look at him differently and I would not see him for who he is, and I could project all of these images of all of the horrible things they'd done to me and all of this kind of crazy stuff. And I'd be like, whoa, where is this coming from? Like, wow, this is interesting. So, being the kind of person that I am, the self-observant, aware person that I am, I take a step back. I take inventory and I take a look at what is happening here. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. His comment reminded me of such and such and how he would do this and this and this and how that would hurt my feelings, and all of a sudden I'd start crying and that kind of thing. People like to call it past trauma or post-traumatic stress and that kind of thing, but really what it has to do with is energy patterns that get stuck in the heart and are not resolved. So the more that you actually meet these experiences with an open heart and you don't suppress them aside and you don't be like, oh no, that's uncomfortable, I don't want to feel that, I don't want to look at that right now, I'm at work, I can't, he just yelled at me and I can't deal with this right now, otherwise I'm going to burst into tears and I'm going to lose my job. That kind of thing. But the more that you can meet those experiences without doing the push away, the more that they can actually just filter through your being and allow for the healing and the completion of those energy patterns to just put a rest to it. And so you can live your life present, and you can live your life without being triggered, and you can live your life in a way that you are experiencing things for what they truly are rather than your past impression of what you thought they were. So another thing is that this experience of the open heart and how much energy you gain from that experience. An open heart means that you're exchanging energy with your surroundings in a free-flowing kind of way, and nothing's getting stuck and nothing's getting stagnant inside of you, and you're allowed to just have this elated experience where the energy of the universe is able to just pour into you, and other people's energy is just allowed to pass through you, and you're not getting annoyed if people are rude or snotty or whatever. You're just free flowing. They're just experiences. The only time that they really get stuck is when they trigger a samskara, that's the yogic word for when you have these grooves of thought, these grooves of habit, these grooves of past experiences that you get stuck in, these ruts. So the more that you can identify that process, and the more that you can actually just observe yourself going through that, and the more you can have that witness consciousness and observe it, the more free you become from it. And the more free you become to actually just enjoy your surroundings and enjoy life as it is right now without being stuck in the past and without being prisoner to your insane mind that's just triggered all the time. So I would encourage you to observe yourself for, the next day or so, and just really watch what happens. Watch the ways in which your heart is tightening up. Whether it's a phone call from the person that you don't want to talk to, or whether or not your heart's opening up because you're seeing a gorgeous landscape, or because you just saw a cute kitten, or you just saw your love. Pay attention. And the idea is for you to be able to stay open more often than closed. And, eventually probably stay open all the time, because who does want to live in the closed state? Your energy cannot flow that way, and your energy cannot radiate, and you actually suffer for closing your heart. When you close your heart, you're actually diminishing your light, and you're diminishing the love that can actually get into your being. And when you do that, you actually can end up being sick. And I've had this experience before, because I had a lot of experiences in the past that closed off my light and closed my being and made me just want to huddle in bed for 2 weeks and not do anything, and eventually I ended up getting sick. No shit, right? If you you close off your most important energy center, you're going to have problems. And if you're experiencing currently problems with your heart, or with any sort of medical illness, I would really encourage you to just be observing the patterns of thought in your mind, and to really observe the ways in which you are closing yourself off from life, and closing yourself off from other people, and closing yourself off from love. Because love heals. Love is what allows you to thrive and to flourish and to have energy and vibrancy and life and passion. And when this is a fully functioning, operating apparatus, life can be really freaking cool. And so that is my tip for you today, and just pay attention to this, to how expansive you are in this moment, to how contracted, and let go of the limiting beliefs, the limiting thoughts, the blocks that are keeping you stuck right here, because life can be really awesome out here. And if you would like to have a session with me and we can work through these blocks that are keeping you here, just feel free to send me a message on Facebook. Feel free to just contact me through YouTube, whatever, and we'll work through it, because my highest goal for you is to live life out here, where you're actually enjoying it and being present and being creative and free-flowing and loving and just full of your juicy mojo, because life is so much more fun when you're dancing and singing and ecstatic to be alive. So, cool. Talk to you all later. Thanks for watching this video, and you can, if you are new to my channel, you can subscribe. There's a nifty subscribe button somewhere, and share this with your friends, okay? Take care.